this is Johnnie, and I want to come to you with something that I hope will cause you to think, to use your mind to think. What if, when each person is born, they got an opportunity clenching onto two envelopes? One was riches and one was penalties. So many times people feel like when they were born, they were given a stamp of disapproval and they got the envelope that said penalties. However, I'm telling you that you have the chance, the choice to move forward in a new direction. And I'm going to give you some principles from Napoleon Hill that's going to help you shift, move, restore, gather, and build your next statement, the next things that you do. You see, one of the envelopes carries the benefits. The riches envelope, it carries the benefits of what happens when you take control of your own mind. And the other envelope, it's the penalties when we allow other people to control us. To control, or you have no purpose, you have no goal. And I'm sure all of us have worked for someone who expected us to accomplish something, but they really didn't know where they were going or what they wanted to do. Those people, you're dealing with the penalties. Okay? So now is the time to look at who you are, whose you are, what you're believing for, what you desire, to move forward so that you can gain insight, you can gain power, you can gain traction for handling your two envelopes differently. Because believe it or not, you still have the power to change the rest of your life. I don't care how old you are, I don't care who you are. You have the power right now today. By making a decision, you can change anything in your life. And I want to provide you some information to do just that. So, in the envelope that talks about the penalties of not controlling our mind, of having the penalties of not having the resources we need, all of that, it's also connected to ill health, fear and worry, indecision and doubt. If you're hearing yourself, then I'm gonna give you a remedy to this. Frustration and discouragement, poverty and want, a whole flock of evils consisting of greed, jealousy, anger, hatred, and superstition. If that sounds like the envelope that you've been opening, if that sounds like the things, the traits, the characteristics that you see in your life, then it's time to take that envelope and to literally annihilate it, to tear it up, to destroy it, to shred it, to eliminate it, so that you can open up and gather this other envelope and never go back to this. Now, if you haven't watched the other video talking about habits, you need to watch that video, because that's going to help you with 7 tips to help you build some new habits, because your habits are going to impact your life, okay? So this is the envelope I desire for you, and surely you desire for yourself. This is the envelope that you deserve. This is the envelope for riches. Now, riches are not just about money. Riches have so many other facets to it. It is money too. Don't get me wrong, I ain't playing now. It includes money. However, it is not just about money, because there are so many people that fought all their entire life to gain wealth, and they ended up paying for it with their health. or with their family or with things like that. So we have to be careful about what we go after. This is about controlling your mind. So when you control your mind, it allows you to build riches, because and with a sound mind, with sound health, with peace of mind, with a labor of love of your own choosing. It causes you to find out what your purpose is, because you're using your mind, and find out what you're connected to, and not just what you love to do, because people talk about that. Do what you love to do, but if nobody's buying what you want and nobody needs what you love to do, there's a disconnect. So we have to look at, there's some other things to look at. Okay, then you have the freedom from fear and worry. When you use your mind, you have a positive mental attitude, and this is critical in every area of our lives. When we're negative, we draw negativity to us. When we're positive, we see negative, but we transmute that negative. We transmute that fear into action and to positivity. We move forward. That doesn't mean that bad things don't happen to good people, because bad things happen to everybody. However, we look at the good in whatever's going on. We move forward regardless of what's happening. We learn from our failures and our mistakes. That's what's going to open the door for riches. That's what's going to impact your life for the rest of your life. Now, in closing, I'm going to say this, is that most people think that success and riches is a direct shot, a direct line, and there's more to it than that. Actually, being successful is a jagged line for most of us, if not all of us. Most people have had failures where they've moved forward anyway. And that's what you have to do. Regardless to what adversity or defeat that you're dealing with, take control of your mind and move forward, learning from whatever failure or defeat it was, and to move forward and keep on going. Because there is material riches. There's joy unspeakable. There are things that you deserve and you desire. And no, you do not have to exchange your character. You do not have to exchange your integrity. You do not have to exchange anything that you value for that, except your sleep. No, you do have to work hard, of course. And you have to use your brain, which means that you take control of your own mind. I don't know about you, but as much as I love and trust some people in my life, I don't want to give them control over my brain. It's your brain. Take control as you move forward to gain greater levels of success. You choose whether to use it or to lose it. You get a chance to win or to lose based on you using your brain. Most of us have $1 million ideas, but we excuse them, or we ignore them, or we brush them off. And then a few years later or 10 years later, we see somebody else doing it. Value what's in your head and move forward so that you can have the greatest level of success that you were always created to have. You're enough and you deserve it. So remember, you get a chance to choose which envelope you want and what you do with the envelope after you get it. Now, I have determined that I'm going to take control of my mind, and I desire the same thing for you. And even though it's not an easy journey, it is absolutely worth it. So this is Johnnie, and you have an amazing day. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to reach out to me on social media. The links are below, because I want to stay connected to you. It's about me valuing you and you staying connected so you can hear content and information that will impact your life in a positive manner. Okay? Have an awesome day.